Governor Nathan Deal recently signed a bill requiring all child care workers to have a national background fingerprint search. In a special report, Fox 31's Jessica Fairley connects us to one woman's nightmare and what state officials are doing to keep children safe.
I felt helpless and I felt really hurt. I felt like I let my son down.
When Pamela Jackson dropped her infant son off to daycare 4 years ago, like so many parents, she trusted he was in safe arms.
I got a phone call saying that there was something wrong with his arm. And when I got to the daycare center, he was not moving it. I took him to the emergency room and found out his elbow was broken.
The call was the start of a mother's nightmare. The infant's mother says it was 2 hours that had passed before daycare workers even notified her that there was a problem. Jackson says to this day she still feels guilt for not doing her research on the center.
I found out after this had occurred that just a few months prior, a little girl walked out of the daycare center and an undercover officer spotted her going down the road.
These are just 2 instances where a parent placed their child in the care of a daycare center that failed. But the list of stories runs long. Just this year in Omega, a child care director allegedly ran over a child with her car. And last year, a Tifton child care worker was arrested for child molestation, according to the state. In Albany, there have been 5 investigations so far in 2013.
The time has come where not just restaurants and hotels will have star ratings, but child care programs will have star ratings.
Georgia's Department of Early Care and Learning has kick-started a program where child care facilities will have to be rated based on a 3-star system. Soraya Kimber with Albany's Child Care Resource and Referral says even 1 star means the center is above average.
No longer is it just a high school diploma to keep kids. You're a classroom teacher.
Kimbrell says just because teachers have the education doesn't mean the grading stops there. State consultants have the right to stop by at least twice a year unannounced, keeping a close eye on disciplinary actions, diapering procedures, hygiene, and infant sleep safety.
If a complaint is of the severity that we believe children are in danger, we have the authority to close the center down immediately.
With so many cases making headlines, Georgia's Governor Nathan Deal is taking action, passing a law requiring all daycare staff to have national background checks.
We think that it's important to expand that into that arena to make sure that we don't have felons who are actually working in our daycare and child care facilities, especially if they have had felonies associated with crimes against children.
But until a national fingerprint search goes into effect along with the 3-star rating system, parents will have to do the research on who's watching their child.
I thought because I could see people walking by and I thought things were being recorded, but they were not.
Jackson says parents have to get involved by researching each child care center, getting referrals and double checking to make sure their child will be secure.
When we're dealing with kids of this nature, it's better to be safe than sorry.
Georgine Petty of Petty's Preschool has secured doors to keep children inside and unwanted guests out.
We rang the bell.
Is something that's mandatory for all facilities to have. After placing a child in a daycare program that has a locking mechanism in place, Jackson recommends making a habit of talking with daycare workers and making unannounced visits.
Don't tell me how you did. Let's play it back so that you'll know that everything is being recorded. So if ever this happens to someone else's child, you'll have a record of it and something can be done about it.
Jessica Fairley, Fox 31 News.